warm welcome to all our eminent guests. I would like to welcome Mr. Sudhir Mishra, Chairman and MD Trust Legal India. Mr. Sudhir Mishra is one of the leading and eminent environmental lawyers with vast experience in the field of environmental law since its evolution in India. In the last 20 years, he has fought more than 40 public interest litigations matters before the Supreme Court of India and the High Court in order to protect the forest, wildlife and wetland of the country. In new emphasis of environmental law practice, Mr. Mishra is helping new steel corporate entities in shaping out their sustainability practice. He has represented and is also representing clients such as Excel Group, Tata Consultancy, Max Hospitals, Cadbury, India Limited, Hinduja Groups, etc. before the Supreme Court of India, state high courts, National Green Tribunal and various other reputed bodies. Mr. Mishra has been adjudged as the Best Environmental Lawyer of the Year 2013 by Legal Magazine in collaboration with CNBC TV 18 and Business Standard newspaper. He has also been selected for the most prestigious International Visitor Leadership Program sponsored by United States of America in May 2005 for his contribution to the field of environmental, forest, wildlife. In May 2005, Mr. Mishra was appointed as member by Government of India in two separate national entities. Government of India, both groups were highly empowered for negotiation on international forest wildlife issues. In the year 2007, he was appointed as the special counsel by the Gujarat government for wildlife crime cases, and the state of Gujarat has appointed him for that. Mr. Mishra has been certified for understanding environmental impact assessment from screening to decision making by the Center of Science and Environment. We welcome you, sir. I would like to request Dr. Avinash to kindly present the welcome address to the students.
Good morning. Today you are sitting here, and I hope that in next 5 years, when you will be going out from this law school, you will be a different person. Because that time you will be the best in the market. Okay? And if you are the best, this law school will be the best. And whatever we will do in next 5 years, whatever your academic, extracurricular activities or whatever, believe me, our objective would be the only objective, that how to make you the best. Okay, so be prepared. We will be doing a lot of activities. This year we have planned almost 40 activities. So we will be very busy, and I will keep you very busy, very hard working. But we will enjoy this journey. And believe me, the journey, sometimes journey is more important than destination. In this 5 years we will enjoy. And the last thing I want to tell you, law school is something very different from other schools. When I was in law faculty, Delhi University, we were all dreaming that we will be a good lawyer, okay, litigating lawyer, criminal lawyer. Especially in first year, you always want to be a criminal lawyer. But now, when I see after 15 years, I see that I am a dean of a law school. One of my friends is a judge in Delhi. The other guy, he is a deputy commandant in CISR. One girl, she is a IAS, the other guy, he is a IAS, IPS in MP. So you can see that in law school, you have vision. And the law school trains you to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Okay? So in this law school, you will get opportunity to explore your own life. We will not tell you what you should be, but we will only train you, we will only help you to achieve your own dreams. So have big dreams, because you are with ALC, and I can tell you this AEG group and ALC group, they have a vision. I am not saying because I am the employee of this group, because I know that they have a vision. Okay, and my first loyalty with my students and with this vision. They have a vision, they have a history. They are not having this vision first time. They have proved themselves in other areas like in film industry and in management sector. Law is something new for them, but they have a success track, a success history. So we can trust them. Okay, that trusting is very important. That we are with a good group, they have a vision, they have a plan. The only thing that now you and me, along with our senior management and our faculties, we have to work very hard. Believe me. If you want to become a good lawyer or if you want to become anything in your life, there is no shortcut. You have to work very hard. At least make it very clear 10 to 12 hours per day. And make it as a habit, not as a, just like compulsion. Okay? So I wish you good luck and I welcome again. So let's start this journey, and now I will finish this short, I think long speech, and I thank you again, my own guest. Maybe a little bit emotional speech, but I believe that great success can achieve only through emotions and hard work. Thank you very much.
Sudhir Mishra, Mr. Rahul Goyal, Honorable Judge Padamkant Saxena ji, Murari Tiwari ji, Mr. Sandeep Marwa, Mr. Gurdeep Singh, and Dr. Avinash Tadij. I welcome you all to this orientation program, the inaugural function. And believe me, I congratulate each one of you to choose or take the very first decision, the right decision, to choose the right course, to choose the right career option, and then choose the right college. Transformation which is there in the environment, in the legal fraternity, we as the upcoming lawyers with the responsibility of having the global lawyers in few years' time to come, we need to look at what we can actually make a change additional to what the normal lawyers have. So it is, I guess, there is a lot of cultural change which is going to come with the globalization, right? You need to be acceptable to the culture of the majority of the countries, and then everywhere that I look at, especially for the medical, for the law fraternity, it is, honesty. That is the key. And with whatever honesty that you take your profession would take you ahead. And hard work, of course, that matters a lot. So to develop that kind of, the talent, that kind of the human being, the values need to be there associated. You need to be grounded with the values which are there for the Indian culture and then for the global cultures which are there upcoming now. We need to be adaptive to the things. We need to be more humble about the things. And then probably with the honesty, we should try to change. With the hard work, we should try to change the entire scenario very gracefully and humbly. So these qualities need to be there, and then you need to introspect and look at, what is the change required of me. And for that, I guess each one of us, right from today, need to be matured enough to take those responsibilities ahead. Because it is not only for my own livelihood as a law fraternity, but then I please realize that I have the responsibility of my society. Because anything and everything in life or in the country or in the system that run is through discipline. And discipline is law. Right. So anything that you relate to in your life, in your surroundings, in your family, in your friends circle or the society, it is all about being disciplined. So we as the individual need to be matured enough to have that responsibility of being disciplined and then correcting the society for the discipline so that the livelihood and the life of every individual in the society is easy. So all of us has got the responsibility of our surroundings, society, country, nation, and then the globe. Right? So try to understand, try to feel that responsibility on your shoulder and try to introspect to become a good human being so that you can make it easy for everyone in the surroundings that you have. So a lot of gyan which is there, but as you are there with us for 5 years, so we will keep interacting in the majority of the times, but the opportunity like today that we get is very rare. We have all the people with very high intellect, sitting on the dais today. So I would prefer that you listen more to them and try to take the things out of their experience and to help you develop a better professional and a better individual in your life. Once again, I welcome all of you to Asian Education Group and the Asian Law College and wish you all the very best for the next 5 years for your professional journey. Thank you.
I'm very happy that today we are inaugurating this session, beautiful session of Asian Law School. We have already proved ourselves in education for the last 24 years. I'm happy that our cinema school, AAFT, is one of the 10 best film schools of the world. Our journalism school is the biggest journalism school of the country, and our fashion school has become the 3rd biggest fashion school of the country. देखिए, चांद गोल है, सूरज गोल है, तो पृथ्वी भी गोल ही होगी, ऐसा कंसेप्ट माना जाता है. चलिए कोई बात नहीं, ओवल हो गई. And this is what I am trying to prove here, keeping the words of our dean intact, that no doubt 5 years may be a little late. It sounds a little late, but I will prove to it that even before that, our law school is going to be one of the finest law schools of this country. Trust me. See, the best part is that I belong to films, television, media, art, culture, fraternity, and this is one industry where we have never believed in any caste, creed, religion. We have never bifurcated society on the basis of anything which is called caste, creed, religion, and whatever. And we have believed only in one dharma, and that religion is entertainment. Trust me, we believe in that. And obviously your course is also going to be very lucrative, very informative, very educative, and very entertaining. But still I've gone out of way to divide the society into 3 major segments. काम शुरू करते नहीं भाई से नीचे लोग. Who are the people who belong to downtrodden community of this country? People who are lazy bums. People who have all the excuses for their work. People who are lethargic. They just don't want to get into something new. They have no motivation level. They have no enthusiasm in life. I have categorized them as the downtrodden people of the society. With little push and pull, with little motivation, with little support, somebody may start the work. But the minute they see bit of the hindrance, bit of the problems, zara sa nadi nala, pahad, patthar, kankar dikha, aur hatiyar dal diye, and they want to run away from the battlefield, I have put them into B category. पर वो तब वे लोग जो हर दुर्गम पथ छे. Who are the people who belong to A category? People who are dynamic, enthusiastic, with great motivation level, people ready to start something new, something different at any stage of time, people who have goals in life, people who have aims in life, and the best part is that they have a very strong determination to fight with their circumstances and to reach to their goal. Trust me, seat at the top is always vacant. And I have categorized all these people into the first category. They are the achievers. And what a pleasure today, what an honor today that I am sharing today dice with all those achievers of the country. Let's give a big hand to all the achievers. Thank you very much, my dear friends. I'm going to be here. I take the sole responsibility of the best education possible nation, Law College. If there is going to be anything wrong, I am ready to take the responsibility of that. And if there is going to be anything new, trust me, I won't spare you. I will take the credit. My past performance has proved to my Honorable Prime Minister, to my President, and to all my ministries which I am directly connected to, whether it's the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Ministry of HRD, Ministry of Skill Development, and Ministry of Art and Culture, which we are directly dealing with. And now, obviously, we're going to deal with the Ministry of Law, by the way. And we have proved to them, and probably that's the reason that this institution has been honored more than 550 times, which includes 71 international awards. I'm very happy. I'll be leaving tomorrow. I was waiting for this D-Day. Tomorrow I'll be flying to UK because I have been advised to see the Parliament in UK, and I'm happy that the British Parliament is also honoring us for supporting Indian government through education. Thank you very much, my dear friends, and see you soon.
Good morning, everybody. It's a quite a difficult task to speak after Sandeep ji, because it was, I would say, it would have been better you would have spoken first, that we were all in the same place in this. So it's very tough for me to succeed you and speak here. Let me tell you my first thing, that you are in the first year of law, your parents are also here. I can tell you my learning, exactly 20 years back I became a lawyer. And my seniors are here, Murari, I really respect him, Honorable Judge who is there, Rahul, my friend. And I can tell you one thing, that this is a career which only flourishes on what is in store for you when you perform. That's the only criteria which decides the salary, perks, fee, and the billing hour of every law firm. I'm coming to the point straight away. So for the first thing, my introduction was done that I do environmental law. Actually, I have moved on. That CV was a little old, maybe my mistake or my office's mistake. I came from Bihar. I did my schooling, my 10th, from almost like a village place, which is called Siwan. Did my 12th from Banka, you may not would have heard also if you don't come from Eastern UP, Bihar. Came to Delhi University, did my graduation. Did my law from Campus Law Center, like Avinash. And after that, I had no interest in law. Absolutely zero interest in law. Because my father was a civil servant, he wanted me to become an IAS officer. I was interviewed for IAS in 98, couldn't clear it. I was 28, aimless, had no motivation at all. And then I go to join a senior in P. Sejari courts. Courtesy Professor M.P. Singh, who was my mentor, he said, go and learn something with him, maybe you will find a direction in your life. I went to that senior, his name is Dr. Anurag Kumar Agrawal, very low and low-key lawyer, because law is told to be a very flashy and something which creates a stardom overnight. I joined him for my training because, Murariji, you'll remember, 1998 we had a compulsory bar council program where you had to go for a compulsory 1-year training. You had to wear a tie and you had to get your diary signed every day. So that happened only for 2 years and then it was abolished by Supreme Court. Within 1 month, I was knowing I was born to become a lawyer. 1 month. And I told my father, I called him back, I said, I have found my longing. 1 year later, when I finished my law, I started my own practice. 4 years later, I was working for more than 30 to 35 non-governmental organizations. 5 years later, I was chosen for Fulbright scholarship. I was in Florida for almost a month. Today, when I speak to you, I run Trust Legal, which is India's largest firm on environment, infrastructure, media broadcasting. So media broadcasting is a new thing for me. So the moment you finish your first year, 4 best students whom the dean can identify, we'll give them internship. If you want in environment, if you want in media, if you want in healthcare, we'll give internship. I'm mentoring the same way National Law University Ranchi. I go there every year. I pick up students, 3 of them students we have directly placed in Z just now. I'm assuring you I stay in Noida. I'll stand by this promise which you have made to the students and work with you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much, AG, for inviting me here to come and speak with you. So, a week back when I got an invite from the AG, the first thought of what would I do with this orientation program? Well, I'll answer that part in some time. Let me start by, kind of putting us all on the same platform. There was a long introduction which was given about me, about my background. Let's forget about that. There are only 2 differences between you and me today when I stand here. One, that you are attending this orientation program prior to starting a law school. I am attending it 17 years after finishing my law school. That's the one broad difference. Second broad difference is in terms of the age gap that we have. I hope it's better now. The second difference is in terms of the advantage that I have in terms of the age and the experience. But believe you me, next 10 to 12 years, you will be the same platform. And I have no doubt that probably some of you may achieve where I'm standing today in lesser time. It's only about the time, and maybe one day we'll be standing and sitting on the same platform and talking to younger generation students in the same manner as what we are doing today. I then went on and picked trade law, international trade law. But yes, there was a gradual progression at each and every stage when I realized that this is something which I want to do now. There's a demand in the society for next phase. There's a demand in the society for the businesses, for a profession, and there is a vacuum. So that progression is a constant phase in a lawyer's life. And I think broadly from my experience, nothing changes. You're struggling today, you will struggle 10 years down the line, you will struggle 15 years down the line. When you become a part of the struggle, it's a bigger struggle because you have to maintain your reputation, you have to maintain your track record, and the pressure keeps on increasing. So don't think that, this is the end. 5 years could be just the beginning, where you could be laying your foundation. In this law school and going forward, I think in 7, 8, 9 years, you realize that what is it that you want to do and look for specialization while you're doing your law degree. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I take this proud privilege to welcome you to the orientation program of B.A.L.B. This is today about you who has left the comfort of the home to find the challenges of life to achieve the status. There are few days in life when people are really happy about the first day of the college is amongst those days. When you are getting ready today, you must feel tingling in the stomach to know how would your classmate be, how would your teacher be, and how would your campus be. There's so much to be curious about it. I call it excitement. Excitement, the inner spark of yours, always keep you alive. Today I'm going to talk about how you keep your excitement alive, or else how you be happy in majority of your time. Otherwise, you may be achieving the goal but lost out of relationship, health, and other social activity issues. With that, your sparks start diminishing. This is the last point about nurturing the flame is to be sincere about the life, not serious. You should be sincere, working on for your goals, but have the breaks, enjoy your close ones, watch movie, go shopping, enjoy your holidays, and do not do everything that you feel excited with. I spoke to you about reasonable goal, balance in life, and sincere but not serious about the life. That will keep your spark alive. Believe me, you will be successful if you practice these things. With all that knowledge of living life with spark, I wish a very successful journey and profession. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. Thank you. When my profile was being read before you, and when I heard Mr. Marwa, Mr. Mishra, Mr. Kern speaking, see, I felt probably that they have done so much in life, and at times, see, now times have changed actually, but basics according to me still remain the same. Now you had both just now. When I joined as a law student, now things have been institutionalized actually. Everything is so formal in nature, organized, properly managed. But I think as a child, probably you have joined, I don't know how many of you have your fathers or brothers in this profession. But as a child, each one has some objective in life, what one wants to achieve. In old days, actually, this profession used to be called a noble profession, and only people belonging to elite class would join that. Thereafter, times came when only those children who could not get admission anywhere would join that. Actually, I belong to that generation. Although I was good at studies, But since my maternal uncle was a lawyer, so everybody in the family said he will become a lawyer. Today, juniors, associates get so much of money. When I joined as a lawyer, senior would not even pay anything. See, I got disheartened because I was a first divisional. So I thought what to do if at the age of 50 years I would be carrying a bag in my hand and walking like this. I don't want such a future. So since I was a good student, so I thought I may be getting some good employment. I tried, I got it, but then I thought private service is not for me because I am straight, I want to do things straighter. In private sector, things now have of course changed, but I am just sharing what happened with me. I tried private sector, then ultimately I thought, no, I will come back to Delhi and try to go to the some government service. So, but basics, then I became judge, not that I was the brightest or I was a good student, but ultimately it is your destiny which will guide you. Believe me, please keep working hard, be honest, and never be afraid of admitting your own guilt. If you have committed something wrong, yes, please admit. That will make you stronger. See, whatever in service I did, I was expected to be honest, so I did it. Little realizing that people after my retirement would be telling me that, oh, I was a very good judge. See, I just acted the way my personality permits. So please be simple, be hardworking, and your destiny will guide you. And I wish you all the very best.
We at Center for Skill Development, in an endeavor to help students in their self-introspection journey towards the professional world and also to provide the best professional development to the students, we take the responsibility even before students join us at the campus. Center for Skill Development have given an assignment to 120 students of Asian Law College, and we initiated the process of helping students to improve their prosperity by giving them tools for their self-introspection, and in return, we received a great response from all the students. So have a clap for everyone. However, a very special mention is to be appreciated today here, who could meet the qualifying parameter of the Centers for Skill Development. So we would like to appreciate Ms. Kanika Gujral.
I believe it is good afternoon now. Good afternoon. Actually, today there was another program also of National Law School in Delhi. But I really appreciate Mr. Marwa to your organizing committee, Mr. Ravi Sharma and Charu. They coordinated me for a long time and they compelled me because of their persuasion that you have to be here today in any case. Prestige, I share with you, future employment, you are not handicapped after completing your law. In fact, today we are in scarcity of good lawyers. And to remove that quack lawyers, Mr. Marwa, Bar Council has introduced one AIBE examination. I must share with you all, take the law course very seriously, because even after getting degree, you have to pass one more examination that will give you right to practice. That is called All India Bar Examination. After your law graduation, we will enroll you provisionally. Then you have to, pass that examination. Then only you will be entitled to practice. So don't take it so lightly in these 5 years. You have to be very serious about this. Many things have to be said. And I congratulate the parents particularly. They have, created a faith in their students, or they have taken a decision to ask their students to join law. Like Saxena sir was saying rightly, even when I joined the bar before 26 years, I also realized that in case you are not getting admission in any better course like medical or engineering, then you have been asked to join law, it is better to do law. Sir, that was also situation with me as well. But today I have got everything, and I suggest everybody that you will get everything. Limitation is only sky, and you can do many things. The moment you get your license to practice at bar, you never think of any employment of anybody. Simply you have to perform whatever you have acquired at the law college. And we have, that is why we have introduced internship program. It was not in our time. Even in Delhi University also, it was not introduced much long before. 2-3 years ago only Delhi University has agreed now for internship program. But you will have from even first semester, Dr. Avinash, whenever you will ask for their internship, we will make proper arrangement for them. And they will learn procedural part also at the same time, and then theoretical part. But it is really, it's not a matter of appreciation. You all should request Mr. Marwa that he should spare his time even once a month for law students. He should have this kind of orientation program. It may be alone, I can come any time to learn from him, Mr. Marwa. But really today we are very happy and excited to learn from you. This kind of acting, in case we will add to our law course, it will be marvelous. And your students will be very intelligent and they will be very successful lawyers. Sudhir ji, he's just like my younger brother, he is doing well. And I'm very thankful to him today that he himself, guaranteed that at least 4, but I think he can observe many of you. He will not limit to 4 only. I believe so. And we are here to help. And today, luckily you have future, you must be thinking that what kind of judges will you face in future. Today, luckily you have a judge, a better judge of Delhi judiciary. And the bar council is also here. And I had been thanking to Mr. Marwa, to my father-in-law, T. that at least you trust a lawyer to get married your daughter. Because, you will face the negative part of your course will be, in case there are girls, my daughter also completed law this year. In case there are girls, the society is very hostile, that nobody would like to have a law graduate daughter-in-law. And in case you are a boy, nobody will like to get you married in case you are in practice, unless you are not like Rahul in Amarnath and Mangaldas. Wow. So anyway, it was a good session and I am feeling very happy. With assurance that I am always available to help you because we are there in profession. And we have to learn every time. Like Saxena sir, after his retirement, he again came to the bar, he again joined the bar. And in case somebody will ask him that, sir, what are you doing? He'll ask that I have started my practice at High Court Bar. But a common man in India, they understand that when he was a judge for a long time, why he is practicing now. So practicing means that we have to acquire knowledge every day. Like today, we acquire many things from Sandeep Marwa. Thank you very much.